Welcome to the LookBackCurrencyBot. The LookBackCurrencyBot allows for users to do both real-time and historical currency conversions between 32 different supported currencies. They would provide an input amount, an input currency, and an output currency, and the bot would automatically convert that input amount between the two currencies. Additionally, if users want to do a historical currency conversion, they can optionally provide a date for that historical lookback. The installer will place all files inside the Automation Anywhere My Tasks Bot Store LookBackCurrencyBot Automation Anywhere directory. There's two main components you want to look for in that installation. The first is the masterbot.atmx, and it's really just a sample to show you how to interact with that LookBackCurrency subtask. The masterbot has an input and output currency hard-coded as well as a input amount. You can run it just as is and it should work and give you the real-time conversion of that input amount between the two currencies. The main component in this bot that's doing all the work is the LookBackCurrencyBot subtask. This subtask is taking in the input and output currency types as well as the input amount. It will then also return the output amount, which is the converted input amount from currency 1 to currency 2. Additionally, it will be ready to take in a date if you want to do that historical currency conversion. Automation Anywhere Enterprise or Community is supported for this. This was created and tested on 11.3.3.0. It should work with anything 11.3.x. Likely would work with other versions of Automation Anywhere 11, but hasn't been tested. Let's take a demo of the bot real quick and see how it's working. So I'm going to open up the masterbot.atmx. What we're going to see here is that it already has a input currency and an output currency predefined as well as an input amount. What it's going to do is call that LookBackCurrency subtask. That LookBackCurrency subtask is going to provide an output amount as well as a result value. That result value should be success, assuming that the bot ran successfully, in which case we'll see a message box with the output amount. If for any reason that subtask was not able to run successfully, we would be logging an error to the file. We would also be displaying the error message that the subtask received. Let's go and hit run here. So currently we're taking 45.19 in GBP, converting that to US dollars. Here we see that in US dollars that is 59.27 as of 1/8/2020. If I wanted to do a historical conversion, I could optionally provide a currency date. So here this line is automatically commented out. That's how you see it when you download the bot as well. But we'll see a 5/6/2019 date. I'll hit save and then run here. The subtask is ready to accept that date, and the currency conversion as of 5/6/2019 would have been 59.21 in US dollars. One thing to point out here, when you pass that date to the subtask, you'll want to make sure that you pass it in quotes. This forces Automation Anywhere to treat it as a string and not try and do division between those different values. The component that's doing all the work here is the LookBackCurrencyBot. And you can see it's got plenty of commenting, so hopefully you can understand and read this yourself. But what's happening here is it's taking in those values, it's checking to make sure that the currencies are a part of the supported list of currencies, otherwise it's going to respond back with an error. It's also trying to make sure that the input amount is valid. It's going to check to see if we have a lookback date or not, and it's going to call out to the exchange rates API to get the exchange rate for either the current date or the lookback date. We're then going to parse that response and reply back to the calling parent bot with that output amount. If you wanted to test this just on its own without integrating the masterbot, you could enable these three lines here, which basically was doing what we just did, right? The output currency, input currency, and input amount. And then you could also enable this line down here for the output amount, so you could see it running by itself. The idea here is that you have a bot with a subtask that you're able to integrate with your own processes, right? Take some of the lines from this, take the whole thing if you want. Call the subtask within your process if you need to do currency conversion, and you have a component that you can use for your own custom builds. Take this bot, make it your own, learn from it, play with it some. Go make awesome bots and go be great.